Greetings, my fellow freedom sovereign thinkers. This is LL3's newest podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful swampy mangroves of South Florida. And today's date, Friday, January 8th, 2016. Yeah, I'm just kicking back right now, just mellowed out. So I am going to be planning to attend the Miami protest to shut down Guantanamo, which is tomorrow, 2 p.m. at Southcom. I am going to post that on my Spreaker page for more information. So if anyone in South Florida could make it, that would be great. It doesn't matter who's in over there. We're going to focus on the principle with this indefinite detention without judicial due process. This propaganda matrix totalitarianism aspect has to end. This is absolutely unacceptable, nefarious, and absolutely 100% unconstitutional. So I'm going to be pretty quick. So to do a brief one, a couple things made me laugh. I was like a little bit moody Friday, just a little bit moody on Friday, so I just made some laughs. So some of the people put some good stuff on there to crack me up. So it inspired me to actually do a show. Go, what the heck, right? That's the way to do it, my friends. All right, this came from lambgoat.com. It's interesting. It's this band, I think it's this band called Municipal Waste. They're very like old school, like crossover thrash hardcore. And look at the big controversy on their T-shirt. All right, with Donald Trump blowing his head off, and the back says the only walls we build are walls of death. I know that right there. I could say that Municipal Waste's biggest influences. Think about they did the wall of death themselves. So I think it was hilarious. The shirt was great. But check this out. It says here Donald Trump is going to sue Municipal Waste over their new shirt. Virginia crossover band Municipal Waste has unveiled a new shirt offering, which you can check out below. Obviously, if they're not Donald Trump fans, this shirt is a big hit with some, while others are revolting. E.g., I kind of like this band now. I'll I'll drop them. So tired of brands and icons losing their gusto due to slander Republicans. Whatever. Mission accomplished, Municipal Waste. The clarification, apparently some people who stumbled upon this item are angry because Donald Trump is not yet suing Municipal Waste over this shirt. The, the headline was a joke, because Donald Trump likes to sue, or at least threaten to sue, or people. Our apologies to anyone looking for an actual court filing. But the whole thing is this: you gotta really laugh about that, because the truth of the matter is, it's free speech. Okay, it's been going on for so long. Even there were past times when they did comic strips on George Washington, criticizing him on some of his actions and attributes and so forth. This is nothing new at all. I just find it hilarious. So if that's going to be the case, if you got fans of this music or Donald Trump supporters, come on, get a grip. Hey, I remember I saw some photos, of Ron Paul, and they had someone right next to him was like Mr. Magoo, and I just bust out laughing. I thought it was great because he just did look like Mr. Magoo without any with hair. So come on, give me a break. You think these candidates, you believe that they're the lords and saviors? You gotta give them. You just gotta get a grip. Humor is great for society. I do the same thing. I have a Barack Obama Joker shirt that's fascism, and I'm wearing a T-shirt right now from MOD that says George W. Bush biting the tongue of biting the neck of the Statue of Liberty. It says Bush sucks the liberty, the life of over liberties. And the back says now we have the Second Amendment. So I got that shirt too. I thought it was great humor. If I'm correct, it's from the Village Voice, the artist of this. But the whole thing is this: you gotta have humor, okay? If you take these people so seriously and think that they're some lords and saviors, then you're on a lost cause and admit to say, I am a peasant, part of the political plantation. So I just get a big kick out of this. This came out yesterday to be exact. But let's read some of the comments, okay? Let's just check out some of these comments here below. Let's just see what it has to say. It says here, sellouts. I approve this message. The only sellouts are culture's biggest that claim to like metal and Trump at the same time. And one guy goes, I want this. Hey, I might have to buy one too. What the hell? Municipal Waste is fun. If a lot of people are familiar with the band, they go on tour and so forth, and they're great. Yeah, cause Metal and Obama is way better. So you got some people use these juvenile attributes. Come on, Hey, a guy like myself, if it's a fan of heavy metal music, hardcore punk, a little bit of everything, I make fun of these politicians, and everyone knows out there. Okay, they see me out there when I go, F this guy, F that guy, F the New World Order. You know why? Because I can do that. It's called free speech. And in addition, I did bullhorn Rick Perry at the Riverside Hotel in Fort Lauderdale and asked him how's it feel being a bend over Bob to the New World Order. And I did ridicule Al Gore as well in Boca Raton at Meissen Park. We didn't use amplified megaphones. So we wrote up our signs. I did the same thing, and my voice carried, and people heard me, and their supporters turned around and looked at us. So you know why? Because it's called free speech. You gotta have humor. I know one thing. Larry Flint, Larry Flint versus Jerry Falwell. Oh, Falwell versus Flint. If you remember that, look it up, my friends. He made a claim that, oh yeah, he had sex with his mother, but you know what? The whole thing is, the U.S. Supreme Court favored Larry Flint, and of course him and Jerry Falwell, late Jerry Falwell, buried the hatchet. They made up, they had dinner, and they left on, and at least they left on honorable terms. So you know what? The truth of the matter is, my friends, you gotta have humor. Remember, politics is like entertainment. Any questions? Read the stuff Frank Zappa has to say because I did an article, I did a link on my past archives, so you can probably look it up. Just type it in. This information has it and a few others. So you know what? You gotta laugh your butts off because I think it's great. Okay, because everyone's like trying to feel that hype. I can see one with Bernie Sanders, the Bernie Sanders running target shirt. I hate freedom and I can't help myself. Because why? Because this is what you got to do. It's called they're breaking the hero worship trend, the hypnotic spell of the her conformity. Like him or not, free speech is beautiful. All right, next one here. Got this from yesterday, January 6th, to be a couple of days ago. But why not? I'm just going to just bring this out here. And it says here, DNC chair fueled by booze, packs, blast legal pot. Democratic National Committee Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz told New York Times she continues to oppose legalizing marijuana. Even she has courted Alcohol's PSC as one of the largest sources of her campaign funding. Wasserman Schultz, a House Democrat from Florida, said she doesn't think we should legalize more mind-altering substances if we want it to make it less likely that people travel down a path using drugs. We had a resurgence of drug use instead of a decline. There's a huge heroin epidemic. What does heroin and marijuana have to do with it? The fifth largest pool of money the Congresswoman has collected for her re-election campaign has been from the beer, wine, and liquor industry. The $18,500 came from the PACs, Bacardi USA, National Beer Wholesaler Association, Southern Wine and Spirits, and the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America. Woo, could we say corporate alcohol? The Center of Disease Control and Prevention estimates that during a recent period, excessive drinking responsible for 1 in 10 deaths among working age adults from 20 to 64 when pushed by interviewer Anna Marie Cox. Wasserman Schultz said that she was bothered by the drug culture that surrounded my childhood, not mine personally. I grew up in suburbia. In Queens, New York? Cox pointed out that despite the dramatic problem with opiate abuse, the state has not made opiates illegal. Wasserman Schultz responded by saying that there is a difference between opiates and marijuana. She's right about that. An estimate 8,257 Americans perished from heroin-related drug poisoning in 2013, nearly twice as many. 16,235 died from opioid analgesics. There have been roughly zero deaths from marijuana abuse. In 2014, 64% of self-identified Democrats told Gallup they support marijuana legalization. This is by Ziad Janlani. Nice article there, my friend. I like it a lot. It proves one thing. All you folks out there who are registered Democrats that support on decriminalizing marijuana, your so-called leader that you may want to look and bow down to, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. I call her Dumb Down Debbie with all due respect because when I hear her speak, first I'm like a 6-year-old. I'd rather beat my head into a wall, get a better conversation with that, than hear her little glam, randy, nasally voice of hers. And I'm not going to criticize people who have that nasally voice, but based on her exhibition, it is absolutely deplorable. And everyone thinks she's such a great woman. Come on. She hates freedom with a passion. She can't stand our Bill of Rights culture. You remember, if you guys support free speech and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, ask her why she endorsed it. H.R. 347, which is the Federal Grounds Act, around 2011, 2012, which her and Alan West, her so-called nemesis adversary, supported this anti-free speech law, which uses language in there. Even if you peacefully protest a presidential candidate that has, or anyone that has Secret Service agents, you can go across the street and criticize them. They could tell you to leave. If not, they could arrest you, and you can get fined for $10,000, 1 year in prison, or both. And she says she supports freedom. Not more than a Gino, a Jew or Judaic in name only. This woman is a pathetic hypocrite. And I treat her the same way as these other clowns in the Republican Party as well. You know why? Because birds of the same feather always flock together. And this is one thing I always believe. You got two separate wings from the same tyrannical vulture. Okay? Prove me wrong out there. I dare you. You prove me wrong. If you say I don't know what I'm talking about, better have merit. I'm not going around here condemning everyone in both parties, but you got these clowns that they think they're so great and glorified and so hunky-dory, they can't even get themselves out of a paper bag, okay? This is why I just start laughing at these people. To me, it's like Comedy Central when I hear all this garbage of these so-called politicians trying to go out and say, "Oh well, we know better than you." And they can't, and they can't even like the biggest pain they have is in their wrist cord. They can't even push a, because they all do is to push a pen. So, like I said, my friends, you got to really pay attention to these clowns. Government in Latin, once again, means control of the mind. So, you know what? She has an IQ of a turnip based on her actions and rhetoric, and that doesn't matter what party she's in, what's her creed, gender, skin color, etc. Unmeritable is the word. It's just another example of a politician like dumbed down Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Okay? All right. And I am going to add a little link here with the reality check with President Obama. I'll talk when it comes to enforcing gun prosecutions. And it's very interesting because he's doing these pathetic executive actions, which is worth toilet paper. I would like to wipe my behind and send it back to him. All right? And it tells you that a lot of the gun laws, or Ben Swan addressed, it's already in the books and and it hasn't been enforced. It's like a cluster, 10 pounds of cement in a 5-pound bag. But I'm going to add that video in here, so you should just make your own decision and judge for yourself, okay? And one more thing, definitely go, if you can make it down there tomorrow, go to the shutdown, Miami's protest shutdown, Gitmo Bay, Guantanamo Bay. Go down there. I'm going to add that link to it as well with the address and so forth. Go down. I'm going to try to do the effort to head down there, do interviews, take photos. If you come down, we can talk and give me an intake. It doesn't matter what your political beliefs are. We have something in common. Let's focus on that and show mutual respect for one another. Okay? So yes to freedom, no to tyranny. That's how That's all I'm going to say. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. And plus, please feel free to download and share us throughout your social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, compliments, criticisms, love letters, hate letters, or you got information that I should check out, may be very interesting. Whatever you do, please send your comments with decorum. You can hit me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, YouTube, World Truth, Scene.life. Check out Scene.life. You won't be disappointed, okay? Or you can email me at lookyluck3, that's number 3, at gmail.com. Once again, thank you for your time. Plus, always remember that demonic resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Just to let you know before I say goodbye, I will be podcasting that live feed down in Miami, 2 o'clock. Okay, it'll be 2 p.m. So I have that on schedule on Spreaker. If you hear me live, it's great. If not, it'll be on my podcast. So definitely check it out. Okay, my friends? All right. Thank you for all I gotta say is take care of yourselves, keep on spreading love, and may your guardian spirits be with you.